Hey guys, 170 out here. We have survived another week. Congratulations, everybody. Pat yourselves on the back. Give yourselves a round of applause. We have made through another week, and that deserves a celebration. Doesn't matter how you got there. We are here. We are still standing, sitting, crawling. We're still moving. We're still here. And sometimes I think that fact gets grossly underappreciated with a lot of the shit that some people have to deal with on a daily basis. So, give yourselves a pat on the back. Seriously. We've survived another week. So, I don't want to talk about work. I'm not going to talk about work because it's annoying me at the moment. That's all I will say about my job. Let's talk about other things. I am in a very excitable mood, as you can probably tell. And I'm in a very excitable mood because of the weekend. I am... Two really huge things are happening at the weekend. One, I am going to a club. Yes, I am actually going to a club because the legend that is Mr. DJ Brisk is over in this country. As you guys probably are aware, he resides in Australia. He's in this country doing a tour, and he's playing at a club. And I am going up to said club to go and listen to his set and hopefully meet him as well. But so, yeah. And the other thing that's also happening is that I'm getting to see a friend who I have not seen for over a year, if not longer. We've had a lot of trouble trying to get our diaries to sync up to meet up. Now, you got to bear in mind, I used to see this friend literally like every week, every other week when we were both living in Oxford. So, yeah, it's going to be so great. Which does bring on to like one of the big topic that I want to talk about, because this friend is a woman. And I know a lot of people have had many issues with the fact that I have, not only the fact that I have female friends, but I'm often alone with them. Sarah is not coming with me this weekend because this was something that was planned months in advance. With regards to me going up to the club to listen to Brisk, but I chose this club because it's in the area that my friend is, so I thought I could kill two birds with one stone. None of this is going to come as a surprise to Sarah because this was discussed with her before I even booked the tickets to go to this event. But what sort of happened was a friend of mine posted a meme. Now, I'm going to get it up, so just give me a sec. It's just going to take... There we go. Yes, I want to leave this page. I don't know what I do. So, what they posted was, if another woman is talking to your man, then she's not the problem. He is. If he was a loyal man, he wouldn't give another woman the opportunity to be around, true or false. Now, this is obviously the thing. I'm obviously going to be talking to this woman over the weekend. This woman, flipping heck. I don't think I could have been more derogatory if I tried. I am so sorry. That was really bad. That was quite horrendous, actually. I need to give myself a slap. My friend is a woman. I'm going to be talking to my friend without Sarah. Now, does that mean I'm not being loyal to Sarah? The meme hides and in fact betrays itself with an underlying assumption that you can't put a man and a woman together in a room alone and it not get physical, which is nonsense. Utter nonsense. Did I mention the fact that it's nonsense? Can you tell how aggravated I'm getting about this? Because it is nonsense. Men and women can completely be friends and have no romantic feelings for each other. They just enjoy each other's company. I've got loads of female friends, and that's the case. I've got no romantic feelings for them. And yet I will quite happily go out for a coffee, go out for dinner, go travelling 2.5 hours up north to go see them. There is a little bit of history. Having said that, there is a little bit of history between me and my friend. Mostly from my side, in that, yeah, I did have romantic feelings for her. And I did want to, I'm not going to say take it to the next level, because I kind of hate it, but I did want to be in a relationship with her that, was basically pretty what you want, boyfriend, girlfriend, I did want that. I did want a romantic relationship with her. But she didn't feel the same way. Now, I did write about this in a blog when I was writing, and I'll link it below. But the basic sort of conclusion to this is that that's then, I'll be honest, it has taken Sarah a while to get sort of on board with it and sort of be okay with it, because of that history. But the reason why I think that she's gotten to the stage where she is okay with it is because I was just honest about it. I was just honest about the history and what's gone on with myself and my friend. And we've talked about it. We've talked about the fact that I have so many female friends. That she sees that regardless of how I felt, the only woman that I desire to be with is her. And it's true, she is the only woman I desire to be with. But that doesn't mean that I'm suddenly going to, stop seeing all my other friends. I think a lot of it is, I think people sort of underestimate what a friendship is, or don't understand what a friendship is. What's sort of really interesting is I can't help but think that, if I was going up to see a male friend, this would not be an issue. Which maybe raises a whole other set of issues that need to be discussed at another time, and probably not by me. But that's the annoying thing. I'm just going, to me, I'm going up to see a friend who happens to be of the female sex. It's not a big deal for me. It would be a big deal if I was hiding it from Sarah. But that I think is what's the biggest cause of relationship issues and breakups, is when it comes to men and women being friends. They hide it. There was jealousy involved with Sarah. I think I mentioned I wrote a blog about it. She wrote a response to it. She mentioned there was jealousy involved. And there's always jealousy involved, I think. I am her man. She's not going to share me with anybody. But it's when the other person tries to play down that is when I think you get the problem. So, Sarah's feelings were completely justified. Given everything that's happened with her in her life, when men and women have been just friends, about where that's ended up. It's completely natural. There are romantic pitfalls. Again, my friend in question wrote a little paragraph at the end, and she admitted, we've had to navigate some romantic pitfalls. But I think it just annoys me that people think that men and women can't be in the same room together and nothing happens. It's like, you can. I'm meeting her for dinner tomorrow night. And we're going to sit down and we're going to have a lovely meal and we are going to enjoy each other's company. and it's going to be lovely. But nothing physical is going to happen. Because I don't want it to. I have no desire for it to. She has no desire for it to. It's more... Physicality is not the only meaningful way to express a relationship. Now, you could argue it's the only way that relationships differ from friendships, which is probably true. Probably is true. But, so, yeah. Maybe what's needed is new terminology. Maybe what's needed is a new way to have these discussions. Or maybe people just need to be honest about things, you know? I don't go into friends with benefits, as you guys know. I'm not interested in that. I don't even... So even the term is just grotesque to me. I know grotesque is a very strong word, but it's how I feel. You know? I love Sarah. I'm in love with Sarah. She's the only woman I want to spend my life with. Yeah? She's the only woman I want to wake up next to every day. But that doesn't mean I can't then be friends with other women. You know? Any relationship has to have an element of trust. If you don't trust the other person you're with, you might as well end it. Because there's no point. Now, I've had to prove that I'm trustworthy. Which is natural. That's part of... You know, maybe that's what part of what dating is about, you know? The other person showing... It's like seeing how you are together. You know, but if you're going to start getting into the realms of marriage, you've got to trust the other person completely. If there's any element of distrust, you need to talk about it. And if you don't talk about it, because you genuinely, if you either don't want to talk about it, or you do talk about it and you ultimately decide you can't trust this person, you might as well end it. There's no point being with them if you don't trust them. Sarah trusts me implicitly. I trust Sarah implicitly. I also trust my friend implicitly to never put me in a position, that kind of compromising position. You know? And Sarah trusts her as well to not ever put me into that compromising position. Not because she has those feelings, but would never do it, because she just doesn't have those feelings. They're just not there towards me. Or if they are, she's keeping it extremely quiet. But again, it's just not the case. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't want it to be the case either. I'll be bluntly honest, I don't. I don't want it to be the case. Because I'd hate to turn her down, but that's exactly what I would do. You know? So, yeah, I get passionate about it because I feel like I'm having to defend my friendships, and it's not something I like doing, but it's something I will very, very readily do if I feel I need to. So it's that simple. This is turned into relationship advice as well as just talking about friendships. But the upshot is basically, yes, you can be friends with a woman and not have romantic feelings or anything happen. You can have a very, as I said, very deep, satisfying, fulfilling friendship that's different to a romantic relationship. And my friendships mean the world to me. Absolutely mean the world to me. But so does Sarah. Perhaps we need, as I said, perhaps we need a new language. Well, as I said, this is actually my third attempt to record this, so now I'm getting confused what I've said in which version, so maybe we need language. I love my friend. I love Sarah, but it's a very different kind of love, and I want to. That love expresses itself very differently. So, maybe I don't know. I mean, it's a discussion that needs to be had, because I think it's about time we got over our hung-ups about opposite sex relationships being friends, especially Christians sometimes. I'll be honest, a lot of the people who sort of go, "Oh, are you really sure?" Christians are like the presence of evil, and don't want to appear, don't even be in the same room with women alone, because it gives the impression that you're having an affair. It's like, no. People who know us know I'm not having an affair with my friend, and those who don't know, I don't care. So that's basically how I feel about things. Anyway, I've rambled on. I've got no idea what that. When I listen to this back, I'm probably going to cringe. But yeah, so I'm spending the weekend with a friend. I'm going to go see Brisk, and everything is going to be awesome, and I am going to love every minute of it. Apart from the travelling, I don't really look forward to the 2.5 hour drive, but good things at the end. Anyway, what else have I got to talk about very quickly? Right, Jackbox. Yeah, so last week I mentioned about doing Jackbox streams. I needed to think about how I'm going to do it. I think I have actually now come up with a way of how I am going to do this. My general idea in my head at the moment is what's going to happen is whenever I do it, between 8 and 10, it's a closed group. I'm still going to be broadcasting live on Mixer. Other people can still join in the audience, but they will not be allowed to participate in any of the games between 8 and 10. That's going to be reserved for friends and family and Facebook group people only. That's it. After 10 o'clock, I'm going to open it up, and then anyone and everyone can play. But for those 2 hours, it's going to be friends and family only. And I'm going to be rigid about that, but I'm also going to be open about that right from the get-go, even beforehand. It's like, right, friends, family only, 8 till 10. After 10, anyone can join. Anyone can join the audience. That's fine. Not got a problem with that, and I highly encourage and welcome everybody to come and join the audience. But playing-wise, 8 till 10, friends and family. After 10 o'clock, everyone can join. I think that's how I'm going to do it. It'll probably change in my mind later on, as things inevitably do. But anyway, what else have I got? Oh yeah, right, DJ streams. So DJ streams have been suffering again of late. So I couldn't do one on Monday because the internet went down, which is really freaking frustrating. So, providing the internet holds, I've actually got 3 DJ streams for you guys next week. So first one's going to be on Chew.tv. Second one is going to be on the World of Hardcore, and the third one will be next weekend on stage at MCM. So look out for all of those. Which does mean there may not be any Mixer streams next week, and if there are, it might just be me trying to grind credits in Forza. We'll see. Excuse me. Oh, hey. I think that's like the first yawn. Doing much better than I did last week. So I think that's it. I think that's everything, actually. So yeah. If you guys have got any questions, comments, feedback, particularly on the men and women being friends thing, let me know. I do apologise. I kind of did have a think in my head about what I wanted to say, and then I sort of said it, and then just got carried away. All my friendships mean the world to me, as I said, and as I said, I feel like I'm having to justify this particular friendship, and I don't like it. I'm friends with who I'm friends with, and a lot of it's got people. I think a lot of it for me, again, just to sort of reiterate, it's got less to do about the fact that someone has a friend of the opposite sex, and more to do with the fact that they're not trusted to behave themselves around that friend. So that's where the sort of issues sort of come from for me. Justifiably so. I'm not saying these fears are unjustified, particularly if that's what your experience has been. But what I am saying is talk to the person about it, but be careful about trying to stop them seeing certain friends just because they're, of the opposite sex. That's not going to end well. ultimately you need to talk about it and come to a way that works for you guys, and that's what Sarah and I did. So, and we continue to have that discussion. So, that's been relationship advice for 170 out. Right, that's it for me. I am gonna go. I will see you guys Sunday. Probably just gonna be for the F1 stream, mostly because when I get back, I'm gonna need to sleep because A, I've been driven for 2.5 hours, and B, hadn't gone to bed till 4 o'clock that morning. So, yeah, I'm a dirty stop out. Alright, you guys take care. I love you all, regardless of your gender. And I will see you in a stream at some point. Take care, guys.